Using time sets instead of counting repetitions can be a great way to help you break past plateaus and add refreshing new life into the most stale of routines. And it works very well, largely because it's helping us focus on how long we're actually working our muscles for, which at the end of the day, that's what your muscles understand. They know time and they know tension. They actually don't know reps. Your muscles don't know the difference between 5 reps and 12 reps. They know the difference between the amount of time it takes between 5 reps and 12 reps. Repetitions are a timing mechanism. So by going by time, we're getting more focused on a more accurate metric of what you're actually doing with your muscles. And there are several advantages to this. First off is it helps you get out of any preconceived limits that you may have. This is a strategy I've heard many times from like Navy SEALs, military guys who say, don't count reps if you feel you're stuck. Like if you're stuck at 20 push-ups, every time you do 20 push-ups, you're reinforcing that mental limit of you can only do that many repetitions. If you don't count, you don't have that perceived limit, and you can oftentimes blow way past it. So by going by time, we break out of that idea. Another advantage is we can also play around with how we're working our muscles in a given set. So if we're going by reps, and you're getting those 20 push-ups, and when you can no longer do another rep, you're thinking to yourself, that's failure, that's my limit, I have to stop. But by going by time, we give ourselves the flexibility of saying, okay, I can't do any more reps, but I can hold an isometric for maybe like 5 more seconds. So you're increasing your amount of work time that you can do. You just kind of did a little bit of a drop set because there's less tension in the isometric than the dynamic. So you're still making your muscle work longer and harder, therefore stimulating more muscle growth, more hypertrophy, and you're getting it used to working longer and harder even if you're not moving. So let's start talking practical application. How would you do this? Well, it's exactly the same thing as regular repetition strength training. Things that you do for lower repetitions, higher resistance, are strength work. So lower time, higher resistance, is more on the strength side of the spectrum. Then higher time, aka higher reps, is more on the endurance side of the spectrum. So think of about 6 to 10 seconds for strength and 45 to 60 seconds more for endurance. 20, 30 seconds is kind of that happy medium. And then for building muscle, the full spectrum. Use high time, low time and stuff. Push your muscles to a high level of fatigue across the whole spectrum to maximize your stimulation for muscle growth. And when it comes to tools, you can watch a clock, but I've always found that to be distracting and tedious because you're constantly shifting your attention back and forth. You may be changing your technique a little bit as you're turning your head to look at the clock. Using things like stopwatches is okay, but it's not dead on accurate because once you hit start, there's lag time between hitting start and preparation and actually starting the exercise. That's why I recommend using something like the Gym Boss timers or the Gym Boss app, something of a programmed timer that you can use. And what I do is I have a 10-second prep time. So when I hit start, it gives me 10 seconds to kind of get ready up on the pull-up bar or down on the floor for the push-ups, and then it goes beep, and that's when I start. And I have it set for like 20 seconds or so, and then I do the exercise to the best of my ability for that time, and then beep, it tells you when to stop. And then for progression, it's as simple as adding seconds. Instead of having to add whole reps, which can oftentimes feel like a really big step, you say, okay, I went from 20 seconds, now next time I go to 21 seconds. You can micro progress in very gradual steps with this. Once you hit a higher number, like say 30 seconds, 45 seconds or so on, then you're like, great, that's like hitting a certain number of reps, then you add resistance and you repeat the cycle. So to give it a try, I put a little sample time to push-up workout down below in the description. Have some fun with it. Let me know what you think down below. Comments, questions, as always, in the comments section. More videos here as well. Thank you very much for watching. Be fit, live free.